The NFL is proposing to make a dramatic change in the way games are scored. And we talked about it yesterday. Here you have the most popular sport in the United States. I think soccer is still the most important sport in all the world because the rest of the world thinks it's good. We don't think it's so good. But the NFL is likely to change its rules on extra points in May. You heard it here first, and I believe they're going to change the rule. Let me set it up for you. You can go from the 1.5 yard line if you're going for two. The reason why they won't put it at the one is they think that there will be quarterback sneaks. Joe Flacco throwing himself over the line. Tom Brady running it every time they do it. We wouldn't expect Peyton Manning. That's probably why he would do it, because the last time he ran for a touchdown against Dallas 2 years ago. They're putting if you're going to go for one, you put the ball at the 20. So it becomes a 33-yard field goal for 1 point. Here's the other interesting aspect of it. You can intercept a pass, recover a fumble, block a kick, and run it to the other end like college football. I have been proposing for years. I'm not in favor of it. Don't like it at all. I just think there are too many moving parts to an extra point that I really don't want any part of. Here's what I have proposed, and I bring this out to you, and get behind me like you're getting behind me on the Paisley shirts. I want you to get behind me. I'm driving this bandwagon. You put the ball at the 2 yard line after touchdowns count 7 points. That's what a touchdown should count, 7 points. You put the ball at the 2 yard line, and a team automatically goes for two every time. What I mean by two is they go for one more point to make it 8, or they're stuck on 7. You eliminate a play in football that is the most boring of all time, and that is the extra point kick. It is successful 99.8% of the time last year. Really, if there's anything more automatic than that in life, other than me beating Les in every argument we have, I don't know what it is. But I have maintained for years that you give everybody 7 points and then make them go for two. They can pass, they can run, they can't kick, but they can pass, they can run, they can put the old Boomerooski play on, do whatever they want to try and pick up an extra point. What's going to happen, though, which I like a whole lot, and we talked about yesterday, is if indeed coaches are put in a position of where they have to decide kick and run every time down the field when they score a touchdown, that's going to make it interesting. I loved it when the NFL adopted the 2-point rule, once again copying college football, because coaches in the NFL always played for ties. Coaches in the NFL play not to lose. They don't play to win. College coaches, I think, have a lot more freedom to try and go out and try and win games. Maybe there's just the pressure, maybe it's the money, maybe it's just the philosophy of coaches. But we had Pete Prisco on yesterday, and I thought he made a great point that if they have to go for a run or a kick or a pass, they're going to have an analyst on the sidelines to figure it out. Now they have a chart that says this is where you go for two. Mark Kiszla and I have a disagreement in every press box in the country over this. I think you go for two as many times as you can. Mark Kiszla said you never go for two until you have to. That's why Mark Kiszla is going through life in a conservative path. I am Mr. Liberal in terms of not in everything in the world, but Mr. Liberal in terms of the coach should go for it all the time. And you go, well, that's crazy. There is a coach in Arkansas on the high school level that squib kicks every kickoff, and he never punts on 4th down. He always goes for two. He is one of the most successful high school coaches in the country, and has proven that even going for it on 4th down and on your own 19-yard line works. So I think that even though it's going to be interesting, because the NFL is going to pass this rule where you can go for one or two from different places on the field, I still just think you award 7 points for every touchdown, and then teams go for it. We want to see action. We want to see action. action. Remember that song? Action. We want action. We don't want a dull, boring kick. I'm Woody Paige, and that's my opinion. Shanahan Steakhouse, we like to promote, and this is going to be your last chance, I think, this week to go out there on Sunday night and make reservations for that right now on shanahansteakhouse.com. Remember, we've got an Easter dinner special coming up. A menu has been created featuring a lot of really special things. Kids filet, fish and chips, and sliders with a side and dessert. Make a reservation at Shanahan's for Sunday night dinner, Easter dinner, or the new special kids feature. That's Shanahan Steakhouse.